Next up is reflection. I want to keep these materials that I have here, so I'm going to... Next up is reflection. I want to keep the materials I have here, so I'm going to open up and create a new material. I'm just going to call it mirror, just so we know it's for reflection. Then I need to hook on reflection here so it's activated. The color slot here will determine the color of the reflection. I am just going to leave that on white now. Brightness is how much it will be reflecting. So the lower the brightness, the less reflection it will have. I'm just going to leave it on 100 now, since it's an example. You can put a texture on it just like you can with a color, and so on. But the most important thing is the blurriness here. And I'm going to show, if we increase that to 20, you'll see that the example here, it becomes very blurry. Most reflections have some blur in it, but let's just put it on 0 for now. Then I'm going to throw that on the walls here. And try to render. And as you can see, we see the scene reflected in our little mirror. So let's try and increase the blurriness a little bit, see how that ends up being. And now you can see the reflection being a lot more blurred than before. Our next stop is Luminance. So we're going to start off by creating a new material. I'm going to call it Luma. I'm going to pick a yellow color on the front. Then I need to hook off Luminance. I go to color and I find a orange color, a bit darker orange color. Brightness is how strong the luminance is, and we're going to render 2 images just to show the difference between them. But first we need to throw it on some objects. And now we click render. So what you can see here is that you see it in the reflection that the places the light doesn't shine so well, it's actually orange. Because that's the light that basically Luma will light up by itself. So that's how we can see it working. Let's go back and let's turn down the brightness to 0. Now we should only see the color. Let's go back and turn it up to 50. And there you go. So I want to talk a little bit about glow. And before we go and create glow in our scene, we need to go in and change our render settings. So click on the render settings, go to effect and click glow. And then you can close it again. Now I want these yellow things and that we already made to glow. So I'm going to open my Luma shader. I'm going to hook on glow. And as we can see here, it has a strength, it has an outer strength, a radius that we can turn up and down and play with, random frequency, and also a use material color. As long as that is hooked on, it will just use whatever's in your color up here. So let's see how it just turns out just flat with glow. A bit on the heavy end, but that can always be adjusted. And the reason for glow not showing is because that's a so-called post effect. meaning it's put on after the render is done, so the reflection doesn't know about the glow. So for you to make that work, you would have to export this image as a multipass, and you would have to have glow and reflection on in the multipass, and you would have to put that together in After Effects or whatever other program you're using for the compositing. But that's not something I'm going to go through in this video.